I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of you guys are just average, man. A lot of you guys are average. And I know this might hurt some feelings, but in this video, I'm about to literally show you why you are average and how to not be average. So, with all that being said, let's get right into this thing. So, like I was saying, man, a lot of people are average, and it's plenty of ways to determine if someone is average. You know, you could put it in three different categories. Y'all already know when I'm in front of the camera, I like to help you guys mentally, physically, or financially. And with being average, it does also fall into those three categories. And I'm gonna break it down scientifically in this video on why you may be average. So, with that being said, let's get into this, man. So, right here, as you guys can see, we are on SoFi.com. Shout out to them. And right here, let me zoom in on that. We have the average U.S. salary by state. So we gonna start off in the financial sector, and let's just look and see what the average individual makes in the United States. So right here it says, what is the average U.S. salary? And this is in 2025, and the average salary is $63,795. So if you are making that amount, you are average financially if you make that amount a year. Now keep in mind, it does fluctuate depending on the state that you live in. As we know, up north they tend to pay higher, and down south where I'm in Texas, they tend to pay a little lower. And as we can see, we have the different states and the average and median salaries for these different states. So if you are in Alabama, that average salary wouldn't be that 62K. It'll be this 53K. So keep that in mind. Depending on where you live, you may be above average. So for example, if you made this amount right here, that $63,795 right here, and you live in Alabama, you actually above average. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna go with Texas because that's the state that I live in, right? So let's go down to Texas, and right here we have Texas, and the average salary in Texas is $61,235. So, hey, I'm exceeding that, and thankfully that means that I'm not average. Now, let's move on to a different sector, man. Let's move on to the physical aspect of this conversation. And one thing I wanted to talk about is pull-ups. Now, if you guys have watched some of my shorts, y'all know I do pull-ups. I do weighted pull-ups. And hey, man, let's see what the average person can do when it comes to pull-ups. How many pull-ups can the average person do? And right here, we got it right here. It says the number of pull-ups an average person can do varies greatly depending on factors like age, fitness level, and gender. But generally, an average adult man can do around 6 pull-ups, while an average adult woman can do 1 to 3. So, yeah, man, if you are a grown man and you only could do around 6 pull-ups, you're average physically, man. You are average physically, man. And hey, man, we all need to be in that gym. We all need to be trying to get better physically. Let's think about another one. Let's see what push-ups is. And I'm just going off exercises that I've shown you guys that I could do. That I've had, shorts showing that I could do this. All right, here's another one. So when it comes to push-ups, it says the number of push-ups an average person can do varies significantly based on age, gender, fitness level, and other factors. But generally, a 25-year-old male should aim for around 28, while a woman should aim for 20 to show good fitness level. Now, once again, if you guys watch my videos, if you watch my shorts, y'all done seen that I've done way past 20 push-ups. I believe I tripled that. So that's something to note. That's definitely something to note. So keep that in mind. Now, let's talk about the mindset. What is the average mindset? So I'm gonna say that if you are watching this video right now, you obviously not average. And the reason I say that is because this video intrigued your thoughts. It made you wonder, who is DripGodDero? It made you wonder what the average person can do so that you exceed that. So if you watching my channel, cause y'all already know when I'm in front of the camera, I'm here to help you mentally, physically, and financially. And you gaining this good game, this good knowledge that I am giving you, then more than likely you not average, because I try to provide content that, like I said before, helps you mentally, physically, and financially, and I try to motivate you guys. So if you're watching my video, you obviously not on an average level of thinking. So salute to you, man. Salute to you. But the final thing I want to talk about is the average workload that most people do. And man, let's be real. To be average, it takes work. And you want to work harder. You want to work harder if you don't want to be average. And right here, how many hours does the average person work? The average person in the United States works around 34.6 hours per week. And what that is pretty much the 40-hour work week. I believe they just subtracting hours for, like little breaks and, your lunches. So that's what that is right there. And yeah, man, if you don't want to be average, you have to put in the work, man. You got to put in the work on the days that you don't feel like it. You got to put in the work when you may be sick. Because at the end of the day, we want the better things in life. We don't want to be average out here. We don't want to be making an average salary. We don't want to be average when it comes to our physical self or our body, man. You want to be able to go out, take off your shirt, have them abs chisel. You want to, if you're the women, you want to go out and, be looking fine, Coke bottle shape. You don't want to be average. You want to be Coke bottle shaped, toned up, just looking good. If you working, you don't want to be average at work. You want to exceed expectations. And that's how you got to be. We don't want to be average out here. We want to be above average. We want to exceed expectations in life. That's how you get the better things. Do you want to be the average person driving that Toyota Camry? Or do you want to be that above average person that's driving that Hellcat without a car note? Without a car note. Do you want to be that average person that's living in that 1-bedroom apartment? Or do you want to be that above average person that's, living in that 4-bedroom house with a low interest rate? You gotta think about that. Do you want to be that average person who only got $1,000 saved up in their bank account? Or do you want to be that above average person who has, $20K saved in their bank account and an investment account and, a Roth IRA, a retirement fund, all that good shit? We don't want to be average, man. So if you enjoyed this video, if you got some type of value out of this video, if you don't want to be average, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, turn on notifications and all that good stuff, because the average person will just watch the video and not like it. Someone who's above average, go hit that like button and share it. So, hey, if you enjoyed the video, once again, hit that like button and I'm out. Peace.